Salam yoldaşlar.
And it's not another coronavirus video on YouTube.
Last time we talked about 7 hot tattooed babes in the video games, and today I want to focus on the worst video game tattoos that made their owners famous. First off, let's define a bad tattoo. It's a low-quality work or a lame idea to ink on your body. For instance, the misuse of the Chinese hieroglyphs. In Russia, there is a special word for it – partak. If you have a slang word for a bad tattoo in your language, please share in the comments. Now let's discuss top 5 worst video game tattoos that made their owners recognizable and famous. Kratos, God of War.
The death of Olympus means the death of us all.
Then prepare for your death, Poseidon.
Born in Sparta, Kratos from the early ages learned to fight and survive. At that time, Zeus was foretold that a marked warrior will overthrow him. When the Olympian gods Ares and Athena kidnapped his younger brother Deimos because of his birthmarks, Kratos inked himself in the exact same way to honor his brother, thus becoming the prophesied Spartan to rebel against the gods. Years later, Kratos accidentally kills his daughter and wife, ignoring the oracle's warning. From now on, Kratos was condemned, and the ashes of his loved ones forever covered his body. Quite an ugly body art became a symbol of his fears and revenge, thus making him recognizable among the Olympian gods. Though getting older, Kratos obtains a new family and becomes more settled down. Those marks will always remind him of his deeds.
The power of this weapon, any weapon, comes from here. But only when tempered by this. By the discipline, the self-control of the one who wields it. That is where the true strength of a warrior lies.
Vega, Street Fighter.
Vega.
I'll show you the epitome of beauty.
Since his first appearance in 1991, this handsome Spaniard has been wearing a giant lilac snake surrounding his torso and the right arm. Hard to say why a metrosexual would choose such an ugly image as a tattoo. Probably he sees himself as a tree of life in the Garden of Eden, but with those clothes it's more like a tree of death. As a rule, in the Japanese culture, the snake tattoos are worn by the Yakuza, which hints that Vega is actually a villain here. Did you know that even Jamie Lee Curtis has cosplayed him once? Despite Vega's tattoo is a disaster, it seems like he's not ashamed of it at all. On the contrary, he's never missed a chance to demonstrate it in public and mostly fights half-naked.
Vega wins.
Jack, Bioshock.
They told me, son, you're special. You were born to do great things.
After the plane crash, a guy named Jack finds himself in the ominous underwater retrofuturistic city. From this moment he has to survive and find the exit, and his only guide becomes Atlas, a revolutionary who kindly requests to fulfill his wishes along the way. Jack is wearing tattoos on his both wrists. They probably symbolize how Jack is chained down by the genetic encoding and the fact that he is in someone else's power. It can also be a reference to Ryan's theory of the ideal economic model, which he called the Great Chain of Industry, or even the metal chain the main character wears in Atlas Shrugged, Ayn Rand's book, which the game is loosely based on.
You know what? They were right.
The marked one, Stalker.
If you only knew where I've just been and what I saw.
Little was known about this soldier when he was found alive after the night car accident. Sidorovich calls him the marked one because of the abbreviation STALKER on his arm. The hero remembers neither his past nor the meaning of this tattoo. The only lead he's got is the task on his PDA, which reads Kill Strelok. Without knowing his true identity, he starts searching for the target. The marked one makes appearance in all 3 games of the franchise. His tattoo unofficially interprets as scavengers, trespassers, adventurers, loners, killers, explorers, and robbers. It became rather popular among the gamers, especially in the post-Soviet countries.
Where will you go now? To the north.
Agent 47, Hitman.
We've got an extremely delicate mission for you, if you're interested.
Always interested.
The genetically engineered clone uses his tattoo as a security key to access the areas of Dr. Ortmeyer's facility. According to the doctor's records, his barcode was added to the tattoo in 1975. Funny fact, if you scan the code with your phone, you'll go straight to the Amazon page for a sex toy accessory. This also reminds us that 47 is merely a product, a cold-blooded killing machine who cares his job without questioning. But 47 is not the only one wearing a barcode as a tattoo. To celebrate her second album, Pink inked a barcode under the hairline on the back of your neck.
Good luck, 47. It's been quite a ride.
Good luck yourself.
So, what's the conclusion? Think before you ink. And remember, a tattoo doesn't define you, but your actions do. Even if your tattoo is a disaster, there can still be a reason to be proud of it. Good news, the major of them can be covered, thanks to the talented tattoo artists.
Thank you so much for watching my video. If it was entertaining, please show me your love by liking and subscribing. And let us support each other in these difficult times. See you later. Bye-bye.